nobody. If I put this out on a platter, whether it was a football Sunday or it was a treat for Thanksgiving, these would be gone first. It's kind of like deviled eggs. Everybody would be jumping all over these.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Suze, here's the thing I love. If you order this for that future shipment down closer to Thanksgiving, well, you don't pay for it until it gets shipped. I just learned that today, and I was like, oh, well, that's pretty amazing. So even if you can't afford it right now today, well, guess what? You don't have to because you can wait. The problem is we've only got 45 sets left in the Panko for the auto ship, and we've only got 68 sets left in the coconut in the auto ship. So if you want the auto ship in that future ship, you really have to be on the phone immediately. Yes. I'm going to show you a little rice bowl here, Suze, because look, I've got some white rice and some beautiful veggies, and then I'm going to take just a few of these coconut shrimp. Again, think of the value here, you guys. There's like $4.50 or $4.40 on that plate worth of shrimp, and then the rice and the veggies, well, that's only cents for those ingredients as well. A little bit of my soy ginger sauce. You will love this sauce. You will love this sauce too. They are just so great. Now you can either get the 2-pack of the soy and ginger or the 2-pack of the sriracha aioli, or you can get one of each in a combo pack. So we do have them available for you, but they are selling extremely quickly and they will be gone pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and show you just a pretty boring iceberg wedge salad. Well, let me spruce that up a bit for you, because imagine if you put this on the plate as opposed to just the iceberg and the tomatoes with that little bit of relish. I think I know which one people are going to gravitate to more, because it looks sensational. You know, it's going to taste great together, and the flavor is awesome.
It is awesome, and it just tastes so good. And Chef, it's so much fun. Think about this. You've got the gang come over for a football game, and you put out this wonderful shrimp platter, and you're like, shrimp, little sauce. I would definitely get this. I gotta tell you, Chef, don't be mad at me, but this sriracha is so stinking good. There's 2 choices. If you love your soy-based, go for this. But if you're a sriracha fan, absolutely get the 2-pack. We've sold several thousand of these sets today. You all can get the combo, which is a great way to try both. But these are big bottles, too. So grab this, put a platter out. The gang comes over to the football game and they're like, what? Or how many of you go to someone's house? This always gets me. I literally have no time to cook, okay? I really don't. We're all so busy. If I took a platter of this over to my girl, because we do this appetizer cocktail thing, if I took a platter of this with that sriracha sauce in the center and I took it over with the cocktail that I'm gonna serve to her house, everybody'd be like floored, like, oh, where did you get these? Oh my gosh, you put so much work into them. I would take all the credit. You can bet you I would. Oh yeah, I hand pankoed them. Baloney. I heated them up and took them over, and everybody's gonna love them. Again, simple to order. All you're doing is choosing, do you wanna do the 45 count or the 90 count in the Panko original? This is the one we sold very first. Or do you wanna do the 45 count or the 90 count in the coconut? Or you can do a 90 count with a combination of both. Then you're choosing, do you want auto ship? That is the smartest thing, because you're locking in today's savings for as long as you stay in auto ship while we make it available. And then you choose, okay, when do I want it to ship? Right away, because I really want to try these? Or, you know what, closer to Thanksgiving would be okay for me, and that's gonna be on November 10th. Really simple, really easy. You can do it all online or talk to one of our customer reps. We are busy, busy, busy right now. I will tell you, as Chef mentioned, of all those options I gave you, we have 0 opportunities in a few of them. I'm not gonna break it completely down because it's a little bit too much information, but go online, you'll see exactly what's available. And right now, you can get almost every option we have. Chef and I both know at this clip and at this rate, that's not gonna be possible later on when he does his final show tonight. So ordering now guarantees that you get them, whether you want a single ship or you wanna get that auto ship system. So Chef, what else are you gonna show us now?
Oh, I've got more of my panko in the air fryer, and the flavor of these is unbelievable. Supreme crispiness. Matt's just brought out my koala pan so we can do a little stir fry. All you do is throw veggies in here, and then I'm gonna put my my sauce in. I'm gonna use that beautiful samurai knife that I showed you just a little earlier to cut some of these veg that Matt forgot to cut. And then, don't worry, Matt, it's okay, mate. I'll cut them for you. So we're gonna saute those, and then we'll add the shrimp in there. Now, while we wait for that to happen, let me show you the most unbelievable non-lobster roll. Because we all know lobster rolls are delicious. We all know they cost a fortune as well, right? So what I do is I hit it with a little bit of that sriracha aioli that I've been talking about. Go right ahead on in there, and then you go in with a little bit of slaw. I've got some red onion and some fennel. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in, and then I pick up a couple of these coconut shrimp. Oh my goodness. Over here I'll use just the original Panko shrimp. So the choice is yours. I put another drizzle of that aioli over the top. It really is just the yummiest sauce. Great on chicken wings too, you guys. If you're thinking about multi-use sauces, it's not just for these shrimp. You'll be using these everywhere in the kitchen. If I was you, I'd be sticking those on auto ship as well. And I mean, when you think about this, I was just talking about a $25 sandwich. Well, imagine this is $3 worth of shrimp, right? So it really, well, even less than $3 worth of shrimp. It really is just an incredible, incredible deal. And the flavor is just miraculous. You know, if I told you how many shrimp I'd eaten today, Suzanne, you would be super embarrassed of me. So I'm not going to divulge that information.
I've been wiping through these too. Every time they actually go off me, I eat another shrimp and they come back and I'm still smiling. I'm like, oh, look, I'm still eating. Hey, Chef, I got another question. Do you serve shrimp in any of your restaurants that you have?
We do, yeah. It's a very, very popular item here in the States. So, yeah, we have it on the menus regularly.
And if I was going to trust anybody to give me a shrimp, it would be someone from Australia.
Oh, look, we have great seafood. We know great seafood.
Yes.
And, of course, you know, we also, in a steakhouse at Gwen, our beautiful big meat-centric restaurant, of course, you either want charcuterie as your first course or you want oysters and prawns and shrimp and crab and all of that great stuff. So we're constantly speaking to great suppliers. We love it too. And when you love something, you put your heart and soul into it, don't you? And, you know, that's what's so special for me.
You know
because, I mean, standing here and cooking this food, I'm just so proud of it.
Well, and Chef, you can tell that. You can just see, and he is so enthusiastic. I've been blessed to work with Chef for many years here on the air, and I kind of miss it when you're not beside me. It makes me a little bit sad, but hey, you know, I'd rather be out there too, I guess. But what I love, Chef, is you can just see his passion for bringing us the good stuff. It's the passion of just as simple as this incredibly high-tech, quite frankly, nonstick on his bakeware. It's the passion that he does in his restaurants that earn him these Michelin stars that he brings to you and I. And I'm such a nerd, I get goosebumps because you and I can't hang out in those restaurants very often. Like a Gwen, it's very expensive to eat there. Is it worth it? You betcha. If you can afford Gwen, I love you. Please invite me and pay for my bill. But for the vast majority of us, you and I don't get to do that, right? But I think what Chef does is he's not gonna do anything better than that. He's not going to save something just for Gwen and then give us something less than the best. And that's the opportunity we have. This is the moment where you're eating like you're going to Gwen, like you're going to a Michelin star restaurant. And that most of us have not eaten a Michelin star restaurant. I can guarantee that, right? We don't even step into them because we know the price is going to be obscene. But now we can. He lets us into a world of what I call rarefied foodie air. You know, it's a place where we don't normally get to go, but through Chef and his contacts and certainly his unbelievable ability to find the best of the best and his demand for that, we get that chance here at HSN. And I love that. I'd love to be a real foodie and eat to all these great places, but we can't, but through Chef we can. All right, I want to explain how to order again just to make sure you got it right. Okay, so you can choose between a 45 count or a 90 count, and you're going to choose, do I want to get the original Panko or do I want to do a coconut? Or you can do a combination of both. So it'd be 45 of the coconut and 45 of the Panko. Then after that, you're gonna choose, do you want auto ship? Now you can just get a single shipment, be done, you're good to go, you've tried it. If you want auto ship, that's where you get the biggest savings because it's free shipping as well, and per piece, you're gonna be able to lock in tonight's price, okay? So you're saving because you're buying it today, and now you can lock it in on auto ship, and you can control all of auto ship. We make it really easy for you. Then finally, when do you want it to ship? Do you want it right away because you can't stand it, you gotta have it, or you tried it before and you ate them all and you want them again? Or do you want to delay the shipment? Do you want a future shipment closer to Thanksgiving, which would be November 10th? You've got that option tonight as well. Once again, I will tell you some of those options, I'm not gonna go through them specifically because it's way too many numbers, but some of those options are down to 0. So my best advice is before he gets to his evening later show, before he gets into prime time a little bit later, this is the time you wanna lock in your order. And why not treat yourself? Because each of these in the 90 count is $1.44, and it'll be some of the very best shrimp you've ever eaten. You know what, Chef, I believe too, is I believe it's so good that most people don't know what this shrimp and what good shrimp should taste like. Because Chef, we either get it frozen in the grocery store or we go to a restaurant and it's rubbery and it's not sweet and it's kind of gummy. A lot of people, I bet, have not tasted this level of shrimp before.
Oh, absolutely. When you taste this, I mean, when I tasted it for the first time, I was like, whoa, that is delicious. And I'm around this kind of food all the time. So you know what? You are in for an absolute treat when you get it home. I mean, have a look at that beautiful little stir fry that I've done. So simple. There's 48 perfect 5-star reviews. Its average review gets a 4.2 star rating. I mean, that is extreme. It's not just a customer pick. It's one of the highest customer picks in the food category. In fact, it's probably up there in the top 2 or 3 highest rated foods at HSN. I think second only to my Faroe Island salmon, actually. So when you see this shrimp come out, it is so crisp. We leave the tail on, so it gives you that perfect little handle. I mean, look at that. Can you see just how perfectly straight and even that cook is? I'm going to cut into it for you. Listen to it. You can hear that crunch, and then I'll cut straight on through. You can see how edge to edge you get that perfect, sweet, white shrimp all the way through. Now, my boys like this as their Friday night treat. It's their fish and chips, or their shrimp and chips. They call it fish and chips. But I give them 3 with a few French fries, a little ketchup for the French fries, and a little dollop of tartare sauce for the fried shrimp. Now, I'm calling it fried shrimp because, of course, we flash fry it. And I will show you our one more time that little animation that we have. It's called Nobachi shrimp, and what that means is we remove the shell, and then of course what we do is we devein it. It is elongated, this beautiful shrimp, so it actually is stretched out. There's little incisions made into it, which is why it keeps that perfect shape. It also somehow tenderizes the shrimp, so when you get it, you take a bite of it and you're like, oh my goodness, that shrimp was just so soft and sweet and juicy, but also so crispy and fantastic. I'm going to make one of the world's greatest sandwiches. This is, and I know that's a big statement, and I don't mind because it's the truth. Watch this. I'm going to put a little sriracha. I'll do 2 different types. I'm going to put a little bit of tartare sauce, or a lot of tartare sauce, I should say. And then I'm going to load up 3 shrimp on this side, and I'm going to load up 3 shrimp over here on this side. And then we go a little lettuce, a little tomato, a little bacon, right? Little bacon, little bacon. I mean, this is one of the greatest things that you will ever put in your mouth. Some tomato, a little red onion.
BLTS.
You know where I'm going.
It's a BLTS.
A BLTS. Bladus. A little bit more of that sriracha. And then all up there on top, a little bit more tartare over here. So you can decide what sauce you want to put. I know you're going to fall in love with that sriracha, but imagine if someone invites you around for a sandwich. You go to their house, and then they put a knife through this and say, get your laughing gear around that. I tell you what, you're going to be pretty happy, and you could be that person. You know, you could be making this sandwich for you, your friends, your family, and everybody that tastes it will be pretty happy. Go on, stay on there. Don't be naughty. Absolutely.
It is being naughty.
Fantastic.
It's falling over. It's such a pack, but how fun would that be to eat that? I mean, think about it too, right?
Oh.
Okay, guys, so before we wrap everything up, let me just explain it. Oh, once again, is we have your choice of either the 45 or 90 count. You're gonna do the panko, or you're gonna order the coconut, or you can do a combo of both. Then you're gonna say, do you want a single ship, or would you like auto ship? Would you like the shrimp love to keep coming to your home? You can choose auto ship. Then finally, you're gonna ask, what date do you wanna ship it? Right away, or would you rather wait towards Thanksgiving, and that's November 10th? You'll get that question as well. Super easy to do. I know we're really busy at this point. Just remember, those options are starting to get really limited now because it's a very, very popular today's special. So if you are thinking and considering to get it, I probably wouldn't wait too much longer, only because, again, some of the options actually aren't available. Don't have time to get into all that, but just know some of the options are going to be sold out here pretty soon. All right, I do want to mention the pan. Guys, we just took a quick peek of it last hour. Now over 500 have been sold. This is an awesome way to try his Dura bakeware. Again, huge customer pick. This is that perfect 9 by 13 size, and it comes with